Grandma, are you awake?
Casey? Are you using your mom's phone again?
Yes, I am.
Oh, look at you. You know how to message me perfectly. Oh, you are so smart, young lady. But I think it's a bit late for you to be up. Where's your mom? Can you not sleep?
Mom asked me to message you.
She did? Why?
Grandma, we need help. It's an emergency. I'm so scared I can't even get up.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Mom is hurt. The floor's all wet. I think it's coming from her, but I don't know how to stop it.
Wet? Is she bleeding?
No, it's not blood. It looks like water.
Honey, where's your dad? Oh, he's with you, isn't he? Has he called for help?
Dad isn't here. I don't know where he is. He got really mad at Mom. He kicked her tummy and left.
What? He kicked her in the stomach? Oh my God. Oh, it must be her water. It broke. Is she awake?
She is mumbling, but I don't know what she's saying. Her eyes are closed and she won't say anything back to what I say. Grandma, I don't know what to do. Please help Mom.
All right, dear, just stay calm. I'm coming over right now, and I'm calling an ambulance, too. Someone's coming to help in a few minutes. You'll hear sirens, then someone knocking on your door. You can answer, okay?
Okay.
Hang in there, sweetie. Everything is going to be all right. Hello, Josh. I'm wondering where you are right now.
Oh, hi there, Lisa. How have you been? I'm at home right now with the family. Why are you looking for me? Is there something I can do for you?
Well, I cannot get a hold of Jennifer. Do you know where she is?
She's at home. I think she's sleeping in her room.
Oh, is she now?
Yeah, she's been feeling very sleepy quite often lately. I guess it's true that pregnancy makes women drowsy. She's been in her room resting all day today. Casey went to bed too, so I'm by myself right now, just catching up on today's game in the living room. I don't really want to wake her up, so I'm sorry, but if you'd like to talk to Jenny, could you try again in the morning?
Okay. Well, actually not quite okay, because I don't quite understand which living room you're referring to.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm in the living room of my own house, of course. I'm on the couch.
Your own house? As in the one you live in with your wife and daughter?
Where else could it be? Are you okay, Lisa? Perhaps you should get yourself checked out. You don't sound like yourself.
Perhaps. But I'm pretty sure I know where I am right now, which is on your couch in your house. I'm sitting with Casey as we speak.
Huh?
Jennifer gave me the keys so that I can watch over your daughter for a bit. So, you know, she doesn't have to worry about Casey while she's in the hospital.
In the hospital? What are you talking about? Why is she in the hospital?
Why? Because she just had your baby.
What? Lisa, seriously, are you okay? She's not due for another 2 weeks.
You mean you don't remember that you made the baby come out early? You made her water break and left her on the floor. She was taken in the ambulance late last night.
Ambulance?
Yes, it was an emergency, a quite serious one. Thanks to you, it was a very crazy night for all of us. God knows what could have happened if I didn't get help any sooner.
Sorry, I'm not following. Her water broke last night, and you're saying she was able to call you for help? I don't think that's possible.
Oh, so you do remember, don't you? You think she couldn't have called me in that state. That's why you think it's impossible. Well, guess what, Josh? You underestimate your own daughter. Casey messaged me using her mommy's phone.
Casey? You must be joking. She's too young to know how to use a smartphone.
Too young, perhaps, but she knows. She's a very smart girl. You know, Josh, this is really pathetic. You must not know anything about your own daughter. Ever since Jennifer let Casey play with the app she created, Casey has become interested in understanding how a smartphone works. She's been practicing to message me on it for a while. And because of that, she knew exactly what to do when her mom was in danger. We never imagined that Casey being able to use a smartphone would save lives, but it certainly did last night.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Good for her, I guess.
So, Josh, stop fooling around and tell me the truth. Where are you really?
Around.
Huh. Around? Interesting.
Lisa, where I am right now isn't important. I'm quite shocked that I wasn't informed of my baby being born till now. Can you tell me which hospital Jenny was taken to so I can come see her right away?
Shocked, are you? Well, all of us were shocked when you beat up Jennifer. But no, let's keep talking about your location for now. I'll start by making a guess. You are with someone, aren't you?
Huh? Of course not. Well, why would you think that?
For obvious reasons, you're with your mistress, right? I mean, a cheap man like you wouldn't want to pay for a hotel for 2 nights.
What are you talking about? There must be some kind of misunderstanding.
No, I think I understand everything quite clearly. 2 nights ago, when Jennifer's contractions started, you abused her, claiming that she cheated on you. You shoved her on the floor and screamed at her. Her water broke when you shoved her, but that didn't stop you from kicking her belly, did it? You did all this right in front of your own daughter and then left her there lying on the floor.
None of that is true. I may have gotten a little mad at Jennifer, but I did no such thing. Your daughter is exaggerating.
Well then, did someone make that footage of you abusing her?
Footage? What footage?
It's on the baby cam you installed when Casey was born. I heard that you have the app on your phone too. Why don't you check it yourself? I believe I didn't miss any detail, but you can confirm yourself.
Okay, maybe I don't remember well. I was very confused that night.
Were you now? I saw the recording with my own eyes. It was very hard to watch my own daughter get beat up by a bastard like you. It literally made me sick. But it's worse that Casey had to see it all happen.
It's not what you think, Lisa. I never meant to hurt her.
You did. Badly. I found other interesting recordings on it, too. You let your mistress in the house while Jessica was hospitalized from her complications during the pregnancy.
What?
Yes. Don't bother going on the app to delete the video. I have it saved so that we can use it as evidence in the future. I asked Jennifer if she knew of the video, and she said she did. She had known that you were cheating on her for months.
No way.
So as you can imagine, it's been over between you and Jennifer for a while now. She's been preparing to get a divorce from you without you knowing.
No, I will not accept that.
Well, you don't have a choice. From here on, I don't want you anywhere near her, or Casey, of course. Don't send her any messages, or call her, or physically approach her.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
What do you mean, give me a break? What did you expect? After beating her up like that, you think she would want to stay with you? Give me a break. And let me add that it is not just me talking. Jennifer has been secretly thinking about divorce because she wasn't sure if she was doing the right thing. That you might deserve another chance, but not anymore. She for sure wants a divorce from you now. She already has a lawyer who should be in touch with you soon, so I suggest you find yourself one too.
Hang on a minute, we literally just had a baby. She can't divorce me.
We? You have the nerve to say you were a part of the birth of that baby? No, she did it all on her own. You almost killed Jennifer and the baby, and you've been seeing someone else while your wife was growing your child inside her. You have no grounds. Zero.
Come on, Lisa, let's talk this through. For the kids, perhaps.
Yes, about the kids. For her safety, Casey will be staying with me somewhere you cannot reach. She will not be going to school for a while, so don't bother going to see her there. The school will be informed of the situation regardless, so even if she isn't around, if you show up at her school, there will be serious consequences. Not to mention Jennifer and the baby will be staying with us. If you even try and get in contact with them, that will be the end for you.
Hey, Lisa, don't you dare try to separate my family. You have no right to decide any of this.
And you do? You still don't understand what you've done. What you did was attempted murder. Double murder.
Now, Lisa, don't be so dramatic. I know it looks bad, but I assure you, I am not dangerous.
You are the only person who believes that. You abused my child and traumatized my granddaughter. All because you were convinced that Jennifer was cheating on you when you were the only one cheating.
Hear me out, Lisa. I have a good reason.
I will not hear it. If you have anything to say, you will do so through our lawyers.
Wait, Lisa, give me a chance. I'm your son-in-law.
Goodbye, Josh.
Lisa? Hello?
Cut it out, Josh. I told you not to contact her. I mean it.
Huh?
Can you not be a man and wait for our lawyer to contact you?
What are you talking about, Lisa? I haven't done anything.
Nice try. I have Jennifer's phone, so I saw all your messages. I asked to keep it in case you try and bug her, and I'm really glad I did. How can you say such things to her? What more can you do to hurt your wife? She is literally torn, both physically and mentally. Leave her alone.
You have her phone? Damn it, Lisa, you don't understand. I only cheated on Jenny to get back at her because she's the one who started it. She was sleeping with someone else way before me. I bet the baby's not even mine. That's why the baby was born early, not because of me.
I beg your pardon?
So you see, I can't be blamed for everything. If she wants a divorce, fine. But if she wants to save her reputation, it's best she doesn't make a scene. I will agree to the divorce only if we do it without a lawyer. Or else I will let her entire community know that she's a cheater. She will lose her trust, her friends, everything.
Don't worry, Josh. Her reputation will be just fine. Yours will be the only reputation that will be ruined. And for the record, medically, there is nothing unordinary about a baby arriving 2 weeks before the due date. It happens all the time.
Huh? It does?
What is unordinary is that you kicked her. If you can't believe that the baby is yours, I'm sure Jennifer would agree to a DNA test to prove she's done nothing wrong. And about that man you saw her with, his name is Ken, and he is Jennifer's stepbrother.
What? Stepbrother? I've never heard that she had a stepbrother.
My late husband was married to a Japanese woman before he married me. They had a son together before she passed away. Ken used to live with us for a short while after she passed. He lives back in Japan now, so he's not around much, but he is a part of our family. You must have seen them together when he was visiting on a business trip a little while ago.
Well, I've never heard of him. Neither did she tell me that they met up. He had his arm around her shoulder and everything when I saw them. What else was I supposed to think?
But she did tell you.
What? No, this is the first time I'm hearing about him.
No, it's not. I was there when she told you the first time we met.
The first time we met at your house?
Yes.
Oh, okay, maybe.
See, remember now?
I don't remember well. It was a long time ago.
She told me that she also told you about Ken visiting last year.
I don't know. She might have mentioned about someone visiting from Japan.
So you do remember.
It didn't ring a bell when she told me. She wasn't clear that it was her brother. How was I supposed to connect the two dots and know that she was talking about an estranged brother? That is not fair. Any man in my shoes would have assumed she was cheating.
No, that's just you. This all happened because you never pay attention to her stories. You don't listen because she's not a priority. On top of that, you don't trust her, so you automatically assumed that she cheated on you without even confirming the facts. You are out of your mind.
I'm telling you, Lisa, I didn't know anything. It just slipped my mind that she had a brother.
By the way, how did you not see me when you saw Jennifer and Ken last year? I was with them the whole time.
Huh? No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. I have pictures to prove it. You know why you didn't see me? It's because you made yourself believe how you wanted things to be so that you have an excuse to cheat on her too. That's why you instantly assumed she was cheating on you the moment you saw them, even though I was right there. You are such a loser, Josh. I hope you rot in hell.
Lisa, what the hell? Did you report me to the police?
Yes, we did.
Why the hell would you do that? We just finalized the divorce. I have agreed to pay her a very generous division of assets and consolation money. I thought we had an agreement.
An agreement with you? No, we've never agreed that you will not be reported. You are only paying her what she is entitled to. And to be clear, Josh, of course you're going to be reported. You assaulted her. Do you not remember again? Do I have to remind you that you shoved a very pregnant woman onto the floor and kicked her stomach? You almost killed the baby and Jennifer. It might have helped if you had at least called an ambulance, but no, you left her on the floor right in front of your daughter.
We talked about this, Lisa. I told you there was a misunderstanding. I thought she was cheating on me.
So you think you can hurt her if she was cheating on you? You think that is a good enough excuse? I should have seen much sooner that you were this stupid. Do not come near us ever again. Why are you calling?
Let me talk to Jennifer. I'm tired of talking to you, Lisa. Let me see Casey and the baby.
I told you no. You will not see them ever. Goodbye. Enjoy your time with the police.
Lisa, come on! Please!
Later on, Jennifer, after months of consideration, finally reported Josh to the police. She was concerned that her children's father would become a criminal, but eventually decided that he needed to pay the consequences of his actions. Josh's parents had kept their silence during the divorce, but as soon as they found out about police involvement, they frantically searched for us to ask to withdraw the report. We never met them face to face, but heard from our lawyer that they were desperate enough to offer a huge settlement to save their son's reputation. That was not an option for us, so we declined the offer, of course. We later found out that they had sold all their belongings, including their old home, to scrape up money for the settlement. Although Josh ended up getting a sentence of 1 year in jail, he also got 2 years on probation, which was not what we had hoped for. However, he also ended up having to take domestic violence and anger management classes for a couple of months. I guess he didn't know about his parents selling their belongings until he visited them after he had completed the classes. His neighbors saw him screaming in front of the plain land where there used to be his parents' home. Having no place to go, he visited where I used to live, hoping that he'd be able to see his children. But little did he know, we had also moved away. Josh lost it when he found out strangers were living in my former home, and made a huge scene, scaring the life out of the current residents that they called the police. He was arrested for damaging their home and also trying to approach Jennifer and the kids. Since he was on probation, he now lives behind bars, exactly where he belongs.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Jack, you saw the divorce papers I left on the table for you, right? I've already signed them. You hurry up and sign them too, okay? Then get them to the courthouse as soon as possible.
Wait just a second, Zoe. What's going on? This is all happening so fast.
I'm not waiting. I want to get a divorce as soon as possible.
Tell me, Zoe, did I do something wrong? I've been racking my brain ever since I found these after getting back from work. And while I may not have been a perfect husband, I have no idea what I did to make you do this. So please, can you tell me why? If there's anything I can do to make our marriage work, I'll do it.
There's nothing you can do to make this work, Jack. We're done.
Even if that's true, just tell me why you... I honestly have no idea why you would do this to me. I won't be able to sleep at night unless you give me a reason.
Seriously, Jack? I was planning on doing you a favor and leaving you with your dignity intact. But if you insist on me taking even that from you, then I guess I'll oblige.
If you were really concerned about preserving my dignity, I don't think you would have left a stack of divorce papers on the table and left without saying a word.
Okay, well, don't say I didn't warn you. The reason I'm leaving you is your salary.
My salary?
When we got married, I thought you'd make a decent enough income, but holy smoke, was I ever wrong about that.
But, really? I mean, sure, I might not be making Elon Musk kind of money, but my salary is more than the national average.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting for that. We have completely different concepts of our finances. Money may not be the most important thing in the world, but it is really important for married couples to be on the same page. But with a gap in understanding as big as ours, there was no way this was ever going to last very long. It was only a matter of time that our relationship would end like this.
I definitely see where you're coming from. It's super important for couples to have shared values with things like money. But if that's really all that's wrong here, then can't we talk things out? I'm sure we can come to an understanding if we took some time to discuss it.
Sorry, but no thanks. I feel like I'm going to be the only one who ends up having to make any compromises, and I'm not interested in a marriage where I have to do all the sacrificing. I've already talked to my parents about this too, and they're totally on board with me divorcing you.
Wow. Let me think this over, okay?
Fine. You have 3 days to make up your mind.
What? 3 days? That's nowhere near enough time. You talk to your parents. I want to talk to mine about this too. Can't you give me more time than that?
Be grateful I gave you 3 days. I was gonna give you until tomorrow.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. And out of the kindness of my heart, I agreed to compromise again to give you 3 days. You know me. I don't like it when people keep me waiting for important things. 3 days is all you're gonna get.
I can't believe this, but okay. I'll talk to you again in 3 days.
Okay, 3 days is up, Jack. Did you sign the divorce papers yet? Remember to take them to the courthouse with you.
Yeah, I signed them. And I have them with me right now.
Good. By the way, my parents and I are going to go to the courthouse with you.
You are? Why?
Sounds like they want to have a little word with you before we're officially over. I bet they're going to tear into you about being a poor loser.
Poor? Come on, Zoe. I told you before, my salary is above the national average. We're upper middle class, not poor.
Would you please give it up already? We're getting divorced, and that's final. No amount of whining and pleading from you can change my mind.
Unreal. All right, I'll meet up with you all in front of the courthouse at 1. Hey, Sienna, you got a sec?
What's up, bro?
Would you stop calling me that? You're my little sister, not my college roommate. Anyway, you're free now, right?
You kidding me? I'm bored out of my mind. Classes are still out for the summer, my boyfriend's working, and none of my favorite Instagram accounts have any new content out, so yeah, I've got nothing to do.
Perfect. What would you say about going to the courthouse with me today?
The courthouse? Wait, this is about your divorce, yeah? How does this involve me?
Zoe just texted and said that her parents are going to go with me when I turn in the divorce papers. Something seems, I don't know, off. So I was wondering if you could come along with me, disguise yourself so they won't know it's you, and listen into our conversation so I have a witness.
Frankly, I would rather sit here doing nothing than play detective with you.
I'll give you $100.
Detective Sienna here, reporting for duty, sir.
Well, that's what I thought you'd say. Okay, you know the park out in the back of the courthouse? Meet me there at 12:30.
That park's pretty big. Where should I meet you?
You remember the big swing set we used to play on when we were kids? How about there?
Gotcha. See you then. Hey, Jack. Thanks for submitting the divorce papers like a good little boy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. By the way, are you sure you're okay with no property division? We were only married for half a year, but I think you'd be entitled to get about $2,000 or so for me. Do you really not want it?
$2,000? It's not worth the trouble. And the divorce was my idea and all, so you can go ahead and keep that as my parting gift to you.
Yeah, nice parting gift. Well, if that's what you really want, I guess that means we're done then.
Yep, bye-bye.
Thanks for tagging along, Sienna. You were a big help. I'm sorry I had to go and get you involved in this. It's my problem, not yours.
Hey, for $100, I'll get involved in any trouble you want me to.
You always would do just about anything for money.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. But I gotta hand it to you, Jack. You saw right through them, didn't you? The very moment you handed off that stack of papers to the courthouse clerk, she said, "Phew, now I don't have to worry about him finding out about my affair anymore." She said it pretty quietly, so you probably couldn't hear her, but I was standing right behind them, so I heard it all loud and clear.
You really earned your $100, Sienna. You started recording them with your camera just in time to get all the dirty details on tape. That makes my next step way easier.
Your next step, huh? What are you going to do now?
Hiring a private detective. He might have a tough job ahead of him, since I'll need him to look into past affairs in addition to current ones. But it's what I'll need to do in order to have hard proof to use against her.
Okay, have fun with that. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Nah, you've done more than enough for me already. Tell you what, when things settle down around here, I'll take you out to have a nice dinner one night.
Free food? I'm in.
And you can even bring your boyfriend too if you want.
Wow, you're feeling generous today.
He is dating my little sister after all. Gotta keep tabs on him too.
Jeez, you're starting to sound like Dad. Hey, you've got some explaining to do, Jack. We just got back from submitting our marriage certificate from the courthouse, and this strange person I've never met before asks me if my name is Zoe, then hands me this massive envelope. And when I opened it up, it said, "You're suing me?" What is your problem, Jack?
I heard through the grapevine that you were going to get married today. Congratulations. I hope the two of you are very happy together.
You can cut the sarcasm, Jack. Listen up and listen good. We are divorced. That means I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. So what makes you think you have the right to sue me? I don't know what internet forum you got your legal advice from, but you can't sue someone for remarrying after divorcing you. I get it, you're still in love with me and want me to get back together, but I'm telling you for the last time, that is never going to happen.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm not suing you for remarrying. I'm suing you for your affair. The one you admitted to, remember?
What are you talking about?
I guess you didn't notice, but I wasn't alone on the day you and your parents came with me to submit the divorce papers to the courthouse. I had an acquaintance come along just in case, and that acquaintance heard the entire conversation you had with your parents in secret. Most importantly, they heard you saying that you didn't need to worry about me finding out you had an affair.
No way!
Of course, just overhearing that alone wouldn't be enough to win a court case against you. So I hired a private detective to do some more digging for me. I was concerned at first, but I didn't know if you were still having the affair or if it was ongoing, meaning there might not be any way to catch you. But then, I got help from a very unexpected source.
I don't like where this is going.
You said the envelope was thick, right? There should be 2 other envelopes inside of it. One from me and one from your new husband's ex-wife.
Huh? Oh, you're right. There's one more in here.
She had been suspecting her husband was having an affair for quite some time, and she had been gathering mountains of evidence against him. She was generous enough to provide me with all the evidence that she had. Thanks to that, I was able to finally make my move against you today. So tell me, Zoe, how does it feel to get sued by your ex-husband on the day that you got married?
No way. You mean you actually waited until the day we got married to do this? On purpose?
Your new husband's ex-wife was the one who came up with the idea. And it seemed so hilarious to me that we teamed up and coordinated it.
I don't believe this. You are such a scumbag, Jack.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. You're the one who decided to carry on an illicit affair rather than have the decency to divorce me.
But we're divorced now, aren't we? And you didn't know about my affair when I divorced you, so what's the problem?
Here's an opportunity to give you a legal lesson. It turns out that by law, I can still sue you for infidelity after our divorce as long as the infidelity was discovered within 3 years of the date our divorce was finalized. So, yeah, I can 100% sue you.
Really?
I'm sorry, did I foil your perfect plan? Did you think that you could get away with what you did scot-free as long as you divorced me before I found out? Well, it doesn't work that way, Zoe.
No. So, you're really gonna sue me? Like, for real?
Let me put it this way. You see the dollar amount on page 4 of the stack of papers I sent you? You should operate under the assumption that you're going to have to pay me an amount pretty darn close to that.
Oh, no. Well, whatever. Unlike you, my new man's the kind of guy who can pay for something like this with no trouble. I may have made a slight miscalculation, but it's not going to be that much of a problem.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is so. He's a big shot in a wedding consultancy company. His salary is way more than yours ever was or ever will be. He's got talent, ambition, money, power, the total package. Some low-tier nobody like you isn't even in the same universe as him.
Ah, now I get it. I was kind of baffled by your parents' response to all this. I would have thought they'd tell you off when they found out about your affair, but no. They actually became accomplices in hiding it. I guess they were so thrilled about the prospect of gaining some wealthy guy as their new son-in-law that they made a terrible mistake.
Mistake? What are you talking about? This is totally the right move for me and them. It's a complete win for everyone. My husband's a big shot businessman. And starting today, I'm gonna live the spoiled and pampered lifestyle I deserve.
Hey, about that. I don't think your husband's gonna be any sort of big shot for much longer.
What? Why not?
Think about it. He's an executive in a wedding consultancy company, Zoe. If word gets out that one of their company execs was involved in a salacious affair, what effect do you think that would have on the company's business? Did you really think there wouldn't be any consequences at all for what you two did?
Wait, so he's gonna get fired?
You'll have to talk to him about that. I'm going by deduction here. I'm not privy to the internal workings of his company. It just seems like the most likely outcome would be a combination of demotion and pay cut, at least. I'd say him getting fired isn't totally out of the question either, though.
How can you be so relaxed about this? My lifestyle is on the line here.
Your lifestyle, not mine. As long as you pay whatever settlement we agreed on for my lawsuit, whatever happens to the two of you after that isn't of my concern.
Hey, about that. I was looking at the papers and, well, there were a lot of zeros in the amount you're suing us for.
That shouldn't be a problem for your husband, right?
But
you can talk about the finer details of the settlement with my lawyer, and you'll be contacting you soon. As for me, I no longer have any reason to speak to you, so anything you want to say to me, you can say to him.
Wait. I've been doing some thinking, and maybe getting divorced isn't such a good idea after all. What do you say, Jack? It's not too late for us, right? We can work things out. I get it, Jack. The reason you're suing me like this is to scare me into taking you back. You're still in love with me, and as long as those feelings are there, anything is possible. We can be a couple again. It'll be great. I'll be your devoted wife, and you can be my doting husband. I'll even think about not nagging you about your low salary anymore. Jack, are you there?
A few days after that last exchange, my lawyer told me that Zoe still wants to try to get back together with me. As I predicted, her husband got fired from his company after that, and she divorced him that very day. But like I said, her life isn't my problem anymore, so I told my lawyer to just ignore her and keep negotiating the settlement. As for me, I put in a transfer request to my company after the divorce was finalized, which was accepted. So I'll be moving across the state within the next few weeks. I also heard my sister's boyfriend propose to her the other day. He seems like a really upstanding guy, so I'm sure he'll take care of her. My lawyer finally reached a settlement with my wife and her new ex-husband yesterday, and they'll be starting monthly payments next week. Obviously, my ex-wife doesn't have that kind of money, so her parents are selling their house and borrowing the rest from relatives. The last I heard, they were all living together in a cheap one-room apartment and working day and night in order to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.